Hello family, welcome back to yet another edition of this Opolotivasti Solutions video. It's always nice having you here, and in this video we're going to focus on this laptop. That's a Lenovo T14 generation laptop, and we're going to focus more on the disassembly and upgrade options, disassembly and reassembly. So amongst the tools that we're going to be using, we shall be using our Phillips screwdriver, and also like this type, and we shall have our cutting blade, which will act as our presser tool to enable us open it up. So starting right away, let's just begin by deassembling it. So when you look at the screws that are required, or the screws that we need to pay attention mostly on, we have 6 screws at this base. Well, we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's start by unscrewing one by one. Unscrewing this one, then unscrew this one, unscrew this one, unscrew this one, the 4th one, unscrew the 5th one, still a chop chop, unscrew this other one, which is the last one. So once we are done loosening all these other screws and ensuring that they are all loose and unscrewed, yeah, this is the moment where we get our blade to act as our pressure tool. So in between here there is a connection, a joiner where the frame joins. So we just loosen it a bit, enter the pressure tool in and pull it up a bit, widen it up a bit, just to loosen those locks which are intact. So you have to do this all round. Oops, you have to do this all round. Let's go to this other angle also. So this helps us to get a point. Go to the next, then just move it round. Just move it round, move it round, move it round. Oops. So this is our cover, the back cover, which we've removed. And here, let me just put the cover aside. And here is our inner side of this laptop, the T14 Generation 1 series. And here we have the internal battery, which is here. So in case we need to do an upgrade, it has I think 6. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 screws. It has 4 screws. So in case we need to do an upgrade, but before we do anything, remember, we have to first disconnect the power from the battery. So this is its connection point, power connection point, which we need to disconnect. So which I'll just pull this connection off gently, and that means it's disconnected. This helps us to get rid of any power running through the motherboard and other circuits. So in case we want to remove the battery, we just focus on these 4 screws. Let's remove them right away. I'll do screw number 1, remove screw number 2, screw number 3, and then screw number 4. So I'll just flip the battery off gently, and this is the battery. This is how it looks. So I put that aside. So focusing on this is the fan, and its connection point is right in this corner. So in case we want to remove the fan, we just first disconnect off the fan here from here, and then also remove the processor. So we shall start by removing the processor. The processor, the heat sink which covers the processor, it has 5 screws that are holding it. We have the 4 at the processor angle, just below the heat sink. Then we have the one that holds the air pipe holder, which is this one here. Then the fan itself. So in case we want to remove, we can just remove by unscrewing these screws. So we start by the second one from this angle, the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one. So once we are done, we can first disconnect our fan there. So once we confirm that we are done, we just lift it up, and this is the fan with its heat sink and the heat sink pipe all attached together. So we can put the fan aside. In case we need to do a replacement of this is how we do it. We just get rid of the old one and then fix it with the new one at any time, as I will show you in the reassemble process. So here is where we have the memory chip slot. This is where it sits, and that's the RAM. And here is where we have an external push for the external card, which is the wireless card. And here is our SSD drive, which is a little slick. So in case we need to do a replacement of the storage drive, we just remove it gently from this angle. So remove it in case it's the one having problem and you want to replace it. Just once you're done unscrewing that screw, you just flip it and then pull it out gently. Pull the drive gently. This is the drive, our storage drive. So we can put it aside also. So this is the general motherboard, and we have the speakers, right, the durable speakers right here, and other connection points. So this is our CMOS battery, and in case we want to replace it, we can just remove it from here and do a replacement. But it takes long to replace a CMOS battery. Most of them take like between 5 to 10 years, 15 years. Others can go even up to 20, 30 years, depending on the brand and model. So in case we need to upgrade these parts, that is how we do it. So let's focus on putting back these items. We start with our storage drive. We'll put it back here, fix it back into this port, then get our screwdriver with our screw and fix it back to its port where it sits. Then we focus on putting the fan or aeration gadgets back, where we have the fan and the heat sink, into their slots. So we put the fan back into its sitting angle or the sitting area. Then first screw back this point, then go into the heat sink, which covers the processor. Fix it back and this area. Tighten these screws tighten the screw here also. Confirming that they are tight, we can connect the fan back. Connecting the fan back, we get our battery, then fix it from this angle, fix it back gently and slightly until it sits very well. Then we get our locking screws. Get the locking screws back. We start with that number 1. Excuse me. Remember they are 4. So we get the second one. Get the third one, the third screw. Fix it back here. And then the fourth one. So once we are done, we connect back the power, which is from the battery, connect it back to this angle. So once we are done, we get our cover and fix it back into its sitting position, ensuring that it has fitted in very well. We'll press the cover onto the frame. Press the cover, press it onto the frame. You have to check very well that it's pressed onto the frame. The cover is pressed back into the frame. Do this gently all around to ensure that it's fitted in very well. So once we confirm that all angles are fitted in very well, we then tighten our screws using our Phillips screwdriver. Okay, so we tighten this screw. Remember there are 6 screws. We tighten the second screw. We tighten the third screw here. Tighten the third screw. Then we go to the 4th screw. Then we go to the 5th screw, which is at the extreme end here. Then we go to the last 6th screw. So that is it for this video. That's how you can assemble and work on some upgrade options for this Lenovo T14 Generation 1 laptop. This is how sleek the laptop is. See you soon. Thank you so much. Have a blessed time. Catch you later.